Check test 1, 2. How about that? Can you guys hear me okay now? Super sorry about that. Forgot to turn one thing on. Yes, cool. Thank you, Ray. Thanks, Nimrod. Truth be told, I used to podcast and stream live way back in the day. I haven't done it in a long time. And it wasn't about music production. It was about computer repair. I had a podcast network called Podnuts. And I did like 1,000 shows with that network. And then I got tired of doing computer repairs, so I had nothing to talk about. But that was tons of fun. So I haven't done much on YouTube. All right. So Ray, Daryl, Nimrod, anybody in the chat, I literally started streaming with no expectation or agenda. I was just going to pop open Studio One and start creating. But if you guys have any questions or suggestions or things you would like to do, hit me up. I am open for everything. But what I was basically saying, let me just go over this. What I was basically saying before, when you couldn't hear me, is Sonic Academy has this synth, Anna 2.5. Now, I have Anna 1. I got it when it first came out, and it was one of my favorite synths. I use it on almost all my productions. I loved it. Then I got out of music production for probably like 10 years. So I haven't been keeping up with the synths. And Anna 2.5 is out, and I listened to some demos, and they sound awesome. Like this just does it for me. I love ARPs, as you guys probably know from my YouTube videos, and I love the crunchiness of that ARP. So I'm probably going to buy Anna 2.5. But the question is, if I go to Slate, they have what's called this Ultra Bundle. Now, let me just go back here. Damn. All right, do they have a link to it here? Okay, good. They have the Anna 2 Ultra Bundle on Steven Slate's website, and I was just curious if this was just a bunch of presets and skins, and you still have to buy the synth, because it says, why get one synth when you can have them all? The old Anna Ultra 2 Bundle comes with over 1,000 jaw-dropping presets. Does it come with the synth? And then I kind of talked myself into it that it probably does just come with the synth, because it says nothing in here that the synth is sold separately. So, maybe I'll just buy it. Does anybody in the chat have Anna 2 and do they like it? All right, well, let's open up Studio One and just see what we could do in there. Have some fun. All right, let's do a new project here. And let's pull in Mai Tai. It's a really good synth, actually. It really is. And trying to get a good pluck out of this. So for the filter cutoff for envelope 2, well, let's take that. Oh, the release is up, that's why. That's pretty cool. And let's put on let me initialize this patch. There we go. Let's turn oscillator 2 on. Let's do a little fine tuning. And now let's mess with this guy. There's the plucks. All right, let's record some. Let's turn off some of that delay. I think it's interfering too much. Come on, loop. Good enough. All right. And let's do, what else can we pull in here? How about presence? Let's go into strings. What's Selena? I don't even know what that is. That's from a... Isn't that from that old school Fairlight synthesizer? What's contrabass? That might be a good thing to just add on top of it. Let's put that in there. Yeah, I was wrong. It's not good. All right, let's just put some normal strings in here, like a violin. I wanted the other thing to actually be playing. I accidentally muted it, but let's hear how that sounds. I think it's cool. All right, let's go to loops and just find a cool drum loop. I mean, these are cool sounds, but I actually want a full loop. Why don't we go in loop? I think that one's very cool, but I'm not going to play it at full volume because it's a little too tingy. Maybe we should even EQ it a little bit. Let's make it sound good in the mix here. Oh, that hi-hat's throwing everything out. I'm not finding anything good, guys. Sorry. Let's go into you know, they used to have good Vengeance loops. I don't have Vengeance anymore. I think I still have it, but I don't think it comes with Sphere anymore. Sphere had great, or Vengeance had great loops. All right. And then let's go into Impact. Let's pull in a kit. How about, I don't know, Club Electro. Good. And I like to put a pattern in. So let's go to Event, Instrument Parts, Pattern. And let's open this guy up and let's see which bass drum sounds better. That one. Go back into my time. I'm going to replace that top one completely. There we go. Oh, I see what's happening. As you can see, I'm very Avicii influenced. Let's pull in, let's make a cool arpeggio. Let's see what other instruments I have besides Presonus, because this is not a course right now, so I don't have to stay inside Presonus. I like to do that in my courses just so people can follow along. But how about Dext? It's a cool free plugin that emulates a DX7. And it does have presets. Where are they? Here? Oh, here. Retrolog. It's a good synth by Steinberg. I have Steinberg Absolute, and I do enjoy that very much, actually. Okay. There's probably some cool ARPs in here. Let's go under synth lead. Come on. All right, let's use that for an ARP. So let's pull the arpeggiator in. All right, here we go. Now, I played all kinds of jacked up chords in here. You see how messed up it is? It's very messy, but sometimes that really triggers some cool stuff with the arpeggiator. So I'm not going to quantize this. And let's just hear how it sounds. There we go. Very cool. And let's EQ it. There's a little too much going on in the frequencies there. We don't need so much bass. And let's hear how it sounds in the mix. Neat. I think that's pretty cool. What do you guys think? Do you hate it? You love it? I want to know. I like it. It's my stream. All right, so why don't we start off with that arpeggio? Do a little sequence arranging here. Let's get the drums out of there for now. Maybe just the violin. All right, I think it's cool. I think it could use a little bit of a pad in the background, though. So let's go into my tie. Initialize, reverb, cut off, volume. Man, why are my synths so low today? So let me just open that up because I will be automating the cutoff filter for this one. And I think I should quantize this guy. And let's hear how that sounds. Yeah, I think it'll work. Now, should I quantize the ends is the question. Oh, thanks, Paul. Quantize the end is cool if you do want your notes to get to the end of whatever measure they're on. Maybe I won't do it for all of them. Let's hear how this sounds. Yeah, that works. And let's do automation. I think I'm getting too hot here. Yes, let's put a limiter on the master bus. I want to blow you guys out. And let's see if we're going too hot. All right, cool. Let's see how it sounds when everything comes in. It's very Avicii, isn't it? Avicii just warms my heart. I aspire to be like Avicii. That's his song Levels basically got me back into music production. I was not even into EDM at all, but when I heard that, I go, man, okay, that's what it's all about. Let's put some sound effects in. Like, let's go to Files and do an impact. And let's go back. Oh, we don't want to look in that folder. We want to look in all of our folders. Well, actually, in the Vengeance folders, there is under Effects, might be exactly what I'm looking for. There we go. How about something like that at a much lower volume, obviously. And then maybe crash. Right when things come in here. And let's see what else. We need some cool build up here. So let's draw on some cool drums here. Okay, let's just make this pattern nice and small. And let's use the line tool down here and just raise the volume of those hi-hats. Let's select them first, actually. And use the line tool to raise the volume slowly. Cool. And just do 4 of these guys at the end. Not those guys, but these guys. Same thing with these guys too. Let's do a little ramp up. More of a ramp up. Cool. I think I want to make these a little more, ramp up a little more. Yeah, like that. And maybe put the last two, we'll have these two. These two. And maybe do like, should we do 4 bass drums too? Let's see how that sounds. That's too much. All right, this needs to hit harder. And then we need a riser too. So let's go into Effects. And let's see if there's any risers in any of these. Sweep up. That'll work. Cool. So I want to take a look at the mixer now because I'm not hearing enough bass drum when things come in the verse here. So I want to make the bass drum pop out more. Let's see if we can sidechain it or something. Yeah, see, if you look at our limiter, we don't have much headroom to play with. The limiter's already hitting hard when everything comes in. So what I'm going to do is just take everything, lower the volume in general, give us some headroom. And then maybe if I just now raise the volume of the kick. And let's just sidechain the bass notes for now. So here's the bass up at the top. So we want to use an insert and a compressor. And we just want to go sidechain. And we want to use impact. Which one is the kick drum? Stereo 1. Okay. So we just use stereo 1 for the sidechain. There's stereo 1. Let's hear how it sounds with just these two guys. All right, cool. All right. Let's do a little bit of a breakdown here. Kind of like how the song started. And why don't we just do this? I'm just going to shorten that to one measure, duplicate it 4 times. That was kind of wild. All right, let's take a look at this. So let's make sure this next chord doesn't play. Let's get rid of these notes here. Pain in the ass. These guys. Let's just hear how this sounds. Duplicated 4 times. Yeah. Nice. And then maybe we could just make this guy. We just stick with the A minor chord in the beginning there. All the way to the end. Cool. So let's get rid of that point and that point. So it's a slow. Now we want a long sweep up. that's cool. That's pretty cool build up. So let's grab these guys again. Actually, let's use the Ranger view, and we'll just go. Yeah, this will be the intro, obviously, and then we have verse, and this is also a verse. That's a bridge, but let's just delete that. Just call that whole part the verse. This way we can duplicate this and just bring everything over. Let's hear how it sounds from the beginning. All right, it's a good start, and it's just wanted to do something just to have some fun right now, and get back into the groove of live streaming. So this was more like a test stream than anything, but thank you guys who are on the stream right now, if you're still there, and hit me up in the comments or send an email to mail@DAWJunkie.com. Let me know what you guys would like more to hear, what DAW you would like me to use, any other questions or suggestions you have. It'll be cool to just get back into the swing of streaming. So I'm also thinking of doing an interview show, interviewing producers again. I do have the EDM Producer podcast, if you guys have ever listened to that. But I'm thinking about doing one with DAWJunkie and just talking about, I don't know, music production. Look, thanks, Paul. Thanks, brother. The thing is, the way I'm making this music and using a DAW, even if you don't like EDM or this kind of music, all music is pretty much made like with the screen now and the mouse, and people do play real instruments into the computer, obviously, but you still have to manipulate it in the DAW, and there's so much to do in the DAW. So we are way ahead of our time, guys, just watching this and knowing how this stuff works, because this is music of the future. So one of my goals is to help people who are out there kind of release their inner artists and become musicians and use DAWs and use MIDI controllers and soft synths and all kinds of stuff to create music. People don't have to know how to play like a traditional instrument anymore to be a musician. And I think that's really cool, and I want to just be a part of that movement. So that's pretty much what DAWJunkie is all about. All right, keep watching on the YouTube channel. I took a couple weeks off for the holidays, and just because I got sick after the holidays, I have a cold right now, so I'm just chilling. But keep your eyes open for the YouTube channel, and I'll talk to you guys later.